General Hospital spoilers. Josslyn and Brennan team up to bring down Cullum. General Hospital teasers predict that Jack Brennan and Josh Jackson will band up to bring down WSB director Rash Cullum. During the Friday episode, Dr. Britt Westbourne handed Brennan a good piece of data when she told him that Cullum was a double agent working with Jen Sidwell on Caesar Faizen's last project. While Brennan originally assumed Britt was kidding, she laid it all on the line and warned him of just how deadly Cullum and Sidwell are. This led Brennan to make a call to a WSB director in Belgium. He begged that she keep this favor secret, but needed Cullum's expenditure records at 18 for the previous 3 years. During this week's GS ad, a scenario is seen where Brennan files Joshlyn about Cullum. Still, he also issues her a warning that if Cullum finds out that they're onto him, and the WSB director would have them both off. With that said, it sounds like these two are about to try to bring Cullum down, but will they succeed? Brennan feels that Cullum has no notion that Joshlyn is a WSB agent, as he kept her position hush-hush. Even though Brennan persuaded Joshlyn into joining the bureau, he still feels attached to terrible about enlisting Carly Spencer's daughter into their life, and has attempted to keep her safe. But has Bran been effective in keeping Josh out of harm's way? And how has Cullum not discovered she is an agent? Surely Cullum has seen footage of Joshlyn at the Five Puppies resort. She is held a hostage in a room which presumably had a surveillance camera. The resort itself had to have had video cameras someplace to authenticate Josh's identity. Cullum is as careful as the gate, so there is a fair likelihood that he knows Josh is a WB agent, but is maintaining silent about it so he can strike while the iron is hot and catch her off guard. Josh also triggered some red lights weeks earlier during the Major Portal's Snow Bleachered, when she tried to penetrate Windermere by disconnecting its power connections. She proceeded into the mansion only to see Cullum there. Cullum lied and said he was a Spoon Island worker, while Joshlyn lied and stated that she was headed to a blackout party on another island, but the winds carried her to Windermere, as Josh came up out of the blue at a Spoon Island estate. If Cullum wasn't aware of who she was then, he may have researched and discovered our Joshlyn and her WSB tale. Plus, who is to say the WSB director in Belgium isn't working with Cullum and own to him and warn him that Brennan is digging around? Either way, General Hospital spoilers imply that Joshlyn and Brennan are playing with fire at this point, and the eventual outcome might have devastating ramifications. Willow Tate's hospice are stocking up on General Hospital. Willow Tate is turning out to be downright dangerous on General Hospital. Who would have imagined that a charming cult victim could turn out to be so diabolical? This week on the ABC soap show, Willow Tate will continue her reign of terror and supposedly add another hostess to her collection. Kai Taylor in danger. Willow knew she was in over her head when she took her cry husband Drew Kane home from the hospital and set up a bed for him at home. Dio still needs around-the-clock care. Willow is a brilliant nurse, but she is not a superhero. She had no option but to seek an outside aid, and General Hospital spoilers indicate is going to come back to bite her. Kai Taylor knows too much. Will he end up dragged alongside his passion? Sure, Dio Kane is crippled and can't talk, but what a lot of people don't understand is that he is not as terrible of as his diagnosis is. In reality, Willow's powers may probably contact with Kai and rat her out if he had the chance. Drew's loving wife has been injecting him full of unneeded medications to keep him quiet and submissive. Kai Taylor is on to Willow, and it's only a matter of time until he uncovers the nurse's web of lies and deception. The walls are closing in on Willow, and suddenly her political career is taking off right before our eyes. If Drew's wife wants to keep all of her ducks in a row, she has to shut Kai Taylor up. Willow accomplishes a lot of things, but we don't picture her being capable of killing an innocent kid simply to protect her secret. Before she resorts to that, Willow would most certainly drag Kai like Drew and shap him down to a hospital bed next to him. She's already drongling with one patient. Holding Kai hostage seems a tad ambitious. How far do you think Willow is going to go to keep Kai quiet? Is he capable of murdering him, or will she merely drag Kai like Drew? Rocco to blame for major character exit. Supporters will need to state getting ready for Josh and Morgan's departure and Britborn's sadness. The Windermere party will also offer some drama, while Rockefeller finds being largely at responsibility for an imminent departure. The week of March 9 to 13 will feature the aftermath of Carly Spencer and Valentine Casadan's passionate affair, but they won't have long to contemplate it as Joshlyn will arrive up to anger at Kari, while Giant Sidwell offers Willow Kane with a new project to conquer. Marco will freak out over a problem of his own. Marco may not be thrilled with Sidwell's dinner party plans continuing forward, but there might also be some Pascal problems since he is such a snooper. And over with Alexis Davis. She will try to get the rest training order issue put to rest and will extend a player to Willow as a consequence. Alex is in the running to be Danny Morgan's guardian if something happened to Joshlyn, but she's also caring for his scout Quartermine. That door training order needs to go away if Alex is ever going to have Danny and his scout in the same house. Next, let's talk about Delilah's little child who was born prematurely. Baby Gando will have to stay in the NICU for a while, but it appears like Harrison Chase will work on becoming a foster parent ahead of her discharge. Chase and Brooklyn Quartermine may wind up caring for the kid in the Quartermine estate until Delilah's relatives or the bio dad can be discovered. And while Giovanni Gio Palmieri has a deep talk with Sonny Corinthos, Porcher Robinson will respond to a jaw-dropping news pregnancy secret and have to decide if she will spill to Curtis Ashford. Since Jordan already revealed Portis's burn in the oven to Curtis, it would starve her right if Portis spilled the beans today. During the week of March 16 to 20, Curtis may find out Jordan is having his kid too.